Tesla is literally taking over the world. If you haven't been paying attention to the recent tweets of Elon Musk, you better go on Twitter right now, read those tweets, and see what he's saying. Based on Elon's tweets, to solve full self-driving, you need to solve for AI. So what he's basically saying there is that Tesla in the future will become an AI company and is developing their AI right now.
Although, like right now, people think of Tesla as a lot of people think Tesla is a car company or perhaps an energy company. I think long term people will think of Tesla as much as an AI robotics company as we are a car company or an energy company.
Right now, if you are disabled, you really can only take public transport and almost nothing else. Maybe you need a friend to take you somewhere or relatives. But now with this robo-taxi network that Elon Musk and Tesla are developing, you will actually be able to take a Tesla that would be actually cheaper than your public transport and take it from one place to another. Take it from your house to pretty much anywhere you want to go. It'll also be 10 times safer, initially 10 times safer than the average human. Eventually it'll probably get to 100 times safer, then 1,000 times safer, and it'll just get to a point where it'll be stupid to have humans driving on the roads today. Even if you're not disabled, just the fact that you'll save so much money in the long run, like you're spending what, $5,000 to $10,000 in all your car expenses in a given year for the average person, just total it up. Look at your average expenses, look at how much depreciation you got on your vehicle, look at the insurance costs, look at your fuel costs, maintenance and everything, expand it out to just 1 year, just 1 year. You'll find out that you're probably spending about $5,000 to $10,000 depending on the vehicle. Now just imagine you can drop that by 90%. That's a big number. So instead of paying $10,000 a year for your personal vehicle, you're only using a robotaxi network, which pretty much comes to about $1,000 a year. That's less than $100 a month. That's less than most people's insurance. And you can pretty much go wherever you want. You can travel more frequently and it'll be much cheaper overall. That's how big this opportunity is. And this is just for autonomous vehicles, which many companies are actually developing. Tesla will probably get there first, get their robotaxi out because they already have over 1 million vehicles, approaching 2 million vehicles on the road today that are robotaxi capable. Other companies don't have that scale just yet. This is why they have such a big lead. Tesla has such a big lead that it is unfathomable. Okay, now let me just switch the topic to manufacturing. You might not think about it too much, but manufacturing is a really big deal. Everything that you have, touch and feel pretty much is manufactured, especially something that you buy is definitely manufactured. Manufacturing plays a big role in the GDP of the world. So now, if you're gonna revolutionize manufacturing, you gotta believe, you gotta have some incredible technologies. And for that, AI is a pretty big technology. Currently, we have robots. What are robots? They're basically dumb, one-handed, blind robots. Now imagine just giving them eyes and a brain. You will solve the vision problem. Now they have eyes they can see, and you've given them a brain. So now they have a brain, they can contemplate their reality, manipulate stuff in that reality. So now just imagine without programming something where a person actually has to sit there on a computer programming every single point in 3-dimensional space, you can actually have a robot that will see, oh, this is a wire, this goes to this connection right here. So it just takes it just like a human would, take the wire, plug it in. It might seem trivial to you, but robots today can't really do that. And you can just see this Boston Dynamics video right here of a robot with a brain and eyes that is literally stacking boxes in a warehouse. I don't know, this could be a dummy warehouse, but the point still stands. This is gonna revolutionize everything, because now that you've given eyes and a brain to a robot, it basically becomes superhuman because they can pretty much do all tasks 24/7, don't need much maintenance. Humans need a lot of maintenance, in case you haven't realized. And I think most people don't understand this possibility. When he says, Elon Musk, that Tesla will be known as an AI company in the future, which probably means 10 to 20 years from now. That should be a wake-up call to everyone to really look at this company. What are they doing? They have the best engineers in the freaking world. And they're working on real-world problems to solve, like full self-driving. Imagine those blind people that actually can't go anywhere without someone else's help. Imagine they can just literally open up a phone with Neuralink, doing something like that, and they could just go places wherever they want. The possibilities for this are endless. And this is just for the car, and then there's manufacturing. So what can you have in the whole supply chain? You can have this. You put raw materials on one end of the factory, it goes in, does whatever manufacturing needs to be done, refining, getting the materials out, whatever you actually need, and then the waste separated. And then you take that to the next process where the robots literally manipulate the material in different ways because they have eyes and they have a brain. They can make whatever the hell they want, flatten the material out, stamp it, whatever they need to do. Do that, make a vehicle, and there's basically no human involved in that entire process. It's pretty clear today that robots will take over the jobs of most working class individuals, and not just individuals of what people call blue collar workers. Today, AI can recognize brain tumors much better than a doctor. Now just imagine if that AI actually has a lot more data, because AI data is king. So just imagine when you have so much more data, which Tesla does have for the robotaxi network, which is the reason why they're going to be the first ones to actually solve full self-driving. It is that reason that AI will actually take over most of the world's jobs, especially lawyers. Come on, you're reading so many documents every single day. You really don't think that an AI trained with enough data sets can not perform your job better than you can? Anyone who is not paying attention to the AI space is greatly missing out on the future. There are so many opportunities out there today with AI and just whatever it is able to accomplish in the physical world, in physical reality, that has never been done before. Literally never been done before. And now we're getting to a point where humans are literally producing something that could be more intelligent than us, and we're seeing it become alive, patched together from one piece to another. First, we got games. Chess, completely destroyed. Don't worry about it. Machines can do it so much better, and that was over 20 years ago. Self-driving cars, had them, limited quantity, 10 years ago, but today we're actually getting to finally understand the reality of self-driving vehicles. They're coming. They're coming really fast. I wouldn't be surprised by 2030 they would be running all our errands and just be doing everything. And just imagine, oh, you're getting your Uber Eats order, oh, you're on your phone, okay, you want something from Burger King, McDonald's, oh, whatever, okay, your robotaxi comes, brings the food, you go outside, open the trunk, get it, walk into your house. No driver involved. Imagine how much cheaper that would be when you have no driver involved, because you don't have to pay the driver, and an electric vehicle, so you don't actually have to pay for gas and maintenance, which is one of the two most costliest things on a gas vehicle. It'll really reduce your cost for getting anything, and that would pretty much mean it would be kind of stupid for you to actually take your gas car out to get the pizza rather than getting it delivered by a robotaxi. It would be insane, financially insane. I've taken a lot of time talking about just these two aspects of manufacturing and just robotaxi. I haven't even touched on the energy side of the business. Energy side is immense. If you didn't listen to Tesla's earnings call in Q1 2021, I highly suggest you do and just listen to whatever the hell Elon Musk is talking about, because it's absolutely over my head sometimes and it's fabulous. But what he's saying in one point in the earnings call is that our energy needs of the future will actually greatly increase. So if all electric cars go to renewables and everyone actually starts buying electric vehicles, then you're going to need more power, which obviously means you're going to need a doubling in power if you're going to power them by renewables, so solar and wind, because obviously they're intermittent, they're not all there all the time, so you're going to need to double the world's capacity. Then if you want all the heating to go fully electric, because right now most people use natural gas, which obviously, if you know anything about natural gas, it is methane, it is not clean, it burns hydrocarbons, releases CO2 and water vapor, which is definitely not good. This is exactly what we're trying to stop, so heating, it definitely has to go electric. Because of that, we're going to have to triple our demand. That's what Elon says in the earnings call, that we're going to have to triple our energy demand because we're going to be using renewable sources of electricity. So now when Tesla has their own business, which they supply solar panels, battery storage, which is going to be the future because your renewable electricity is kind of intermittent, and they also have their own software on top of it, they can literally sell back to the grid at a fraction of the cost, or just buy back from the grid, sorry, at a fraction of the cost and sell at a higher price. And this transaction could be going on millions of times in a day in milliseconds. The software will be doing everything, managing the grid, seeing the load, and just giving back to the grid or getting back from the grid, whatever it needs to do. And that will actually alleviate many of the concerns that people have about, electric vehicles, that, oh my gosh, they're going to crash the grid. No, they're not. Don't worry about it. So now you have a factory with no humans working in it, producing the battery cells and the actual solar panels and everything, and the vehicles. I forgot about that. So you have production of electricity, usage of electricity, so the vehicle, heating, battery storage, so you can use it later on. You basically solve the entire problem. Now all you need to do is fit the software, the AI, the algorithms. And what do you get? you literally get something that is completely unstoppable, because Tesla would basically have a monopoly over the entire energy business. And if everything is based on electricity in the future, literally everything, with cars, heaters, and everything. And imagine just when you include cryptocurrencies in this. Oh, you overproduce some solar panels? Okay, well just start your mining rig. There you go. You're literally earning money from the excess solar energy that you have on top of your roof, and you're literally getting paid for it. And this is basically free electricity, otherwise you would just send it back to the grid at a lower rate. So now you see where this is all going. Even the financial markets are becoming fully electrified. Your money system, monetary systems are actually becoming fully electrified. Money is literally going to be made using electricity. You can choose to heat up your home, or you can choose to, well, earn some money through your mining rig. This is the future, and this is definitely going to be a good one. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.